Was just flipped off by a silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her car.
Hey, welcome back to Pagitt Radio on AM 915, PagitRadio.com. We have a little segment at the end of the first hour that we call Cripes. Come on, you got to be kidding me. It's this public lament. It's this giant shout-out. It's this call to remind ourselves there's things in this world that aren't the way they're supposed to be.
They're not.
And I was a little fired up earlier today.
Oh, boy.
Did I sound too fiery? I hope I didn't sound too complaining.
No,
Sound too pointed. But it's pushing my buttons. And there are things that just do that to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're serious. Sometimes they are of the utmost urgency.
Yes.
Sometimes they are
Trivial,
but equally as reminding that there are things in this world that are not the way they're supposed to be. Things that are broken, things that are downcast, things that are in need of our participation and repair. And we've been trying to say on Doug Pagitt Radio for years that you have choices to make.
We do.
That you are a participant with God in this world. That you are someone who can make the world the way it is. That you do not have to usurp yourself. You are not the problem.
Yeah.
People are not the problem. People participate with God in the solutions of the cosmos.
Yes.
Fantastic. We are part of all of this.
We are.
We are not just under the thumb.
We are the world.
Never thought about it that way, but that really is what we're saying, isn't it?
We are the people.
Well, so we have choices to make. And if you don't lay out the public lament, if you don't let out the public cry, if you don't shout out that there are things in this world that are not the way they're supposed to be,
How are you going to fix them?
how are you ever going to recognize? So I told you yesterday I went to the movie theater.
You did.
Two things from the movie theater experience. One of them I almost feel like has no need for explanation beyond these three words.
Cripe me.
Titanic in 3D. Titanic in 3D. They're re-releasing that movie with 3D technology. Same movie, same horrible script. Now, I know I'm going to probably get called. You know, people let the contraception thing slide, but you start pounding on Titanic.
Right.
Oh, that movie. I mean, I couldn't stand it. The idea of this great cataclysmic failure of technology at the turn of the century, the loss of life, the failure of people to read the signs and listen, all the important things that went on with that, and it gets turned into a cheesy love story that at the end a woman takes this thing of value that she could have used for all to sell and give care and support to all of the the relatives of the people who died on that, and she throws it in the sea in some sentimental act. Oh my goodness. That movie, right? And then I go to the theater and here they are come out in 3D.
Oh, yeah.
Same movie. And now what I get to do, now I get to watch it through glasses that make it a little more dim so that it can look like the end of the boat is further away than the front of the boat. Because I got to tell you, 3D movies, useless. Do you think? Useless. And the only thing worse than 3D movies is a 3D television set at your house. The ultimate in cripes. The ultimate in we can doesn't mean we should.
Well, here's the thing.
Who wants to watch television or movie through some cheesy plastic glasses so that they get fooled that things look further away? Oh, my goodness.
I hear James Cameron is hurting, so I think he needs to bring in a little extra cash.
I mean that guy
didn't quite break even on that Avatar thing.
I've realized he wasn't also the guy behind Pearl Harbor, was he?
No, that was
because Avatar. I didn't get that either. Partly because it made me sick watching it in 3D. Because I can see out the side of the 3D glasses with my peripheral vision. Because that's not in 3D. The seat in front of me isn't in 3D.
No.
It's only that whole thing. 3D movies, and then the Titanic. Really?
Right.
Yeah. So, like people sat around spending their time and their energy on remaking that movie.
It's like it's only the last 7 minutes that you want to see in 3D anyway.
Oh, Cripes. Yeah, right. Like him sliding down the banister and sneaking on the boat. Who needs that in 3D? It's really just the crash scene that you really want to make.
Right.
Anyway, I mean, it's a tremendous loss of life. It's just quite sad. And then the whole movie just to be pandered off into some cheesy love story, and now brought with 3D technology and enhanced. Okay, the second one, the come on that I experienced at the movie theater. This really goes out to all of us. This is really a collective. This has been a collective failure of imagination. This is where the human
collective failure of imagination.
This is where the human project, the human endeavoring to make the world better, has a blind spot. The size of my peripheral vision.
Together, humanity has missed this.
We have. I mean, we have just not risen to the call. the ability to apply butter to popcorn purchased at a movie theater. I understand the fact that they want to put the butter dispensers out in the lobby.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it behind the scenes back there.
Right.
They want to put the artificial butter flavored oils out in the front.
Yeah.
But you buy the bag of popcorn.
Right.
And the only place you can put the butter is on the top 1% of the kernels.
True that.
You can't get it to the middle.
No.
No one's come up with a shaker bag. No one says, are you going to put butter on your popcorn? Well, yes, I am. Well, then the medium could come in the shaker bag, which is 1/3 larger.
Yeah.
But we're only going to fill it 2/3 full, so you have room to shake it up. Instead, it's mounding over the top that when I try to shake the butter down into the middle, you never get it. So you get all this butter on the top, and you get nothing on the bottom.
Yeah.
And no one has endeavored to solve that problem.
And you're left with like a half bag of crap.
Because I got to tell you, at the movie theater, I don't think their big cost on that $6 bag of popcorn is the size of the bag. Why isn't there a shaker bag? Come on.
Trademark.
After all these years.
2012 Doug Pagitt Radio.
There should be, you know what I'm saying about a shaker bag? Like it's 1/3 larger so that you could put the popcorn in, shake it up. Because you know what you have to do sometimes if you're really going to be the inconveniencing guy.
Go back out?
Well, you ask the person to fill up your bag of popcorn halfway, walk over to the butter flavored oil dispenser, put a little bit on there, shake it up, come back, have them do it again. And you still can't shake that last third because the container's too small for all the popcorn. Come on, really? No shaker bag? Ridiculous.
Wow.
And you couldn't ask them for 2 bags. You know why? Because you know how they choose to keep track of how much popcorn they sell?
Count the bags.
Counting the bags.
Oh, really?
The whole experience at which movies are fantastic. The technology's through the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, we can now watch 3D through fake little glasses. But nobody's worked on the concession stand out there?
I mean, that's their moneymaker.
Unbelievable. And you got to be kidding me? I'm afraid it goes out to you, Sidekick.
What?
Goes out to you today.
Today?
Yes, because I was walking down the stairs of my house at some 7:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And someone left a toiletry bag sitting on the steps of my basement.
Oh, that's where I left it.
Yeah. People who leave things on stairs. I stepped on it, flipped myself on my back, and slid down the rest of the stairs.
Oh, well, thank God you didn't break anything in the bag.
Knocked myself down the stairs because someone left stuff on the stairs. You got to be kidding me. It goes out to anybody who thinks, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to set this thing, whatever it is. I mean, whether it's a toiletry bag, a rolling pin, a box of tacks, whatever it is that people think they have to leave.
My marble collection.
Whatever people think they need to leave on the steps. Who puts things on stairs?
I can't help it. You've got black stairs. You know, I mean,
black
come on.
Steps.
If you had like lighter carpet, I think you'd be able to see that.
Fell right down my own steps this morning. I hit my back, bounced up so fast. I barely had times to break into a Tourette's outburst. Oh, you got to be kidding me! To people who leave things on the step and knock other people down. Come on.
Hardly
really?
worth
Lack of innovation in the concession stand popcorn buttering bag department and Cripes. Really? 3D Titanic. There are things in this world that just make you cry out.
And those people who race downstairs without watching where they're going, that doesn't rate anywhere in that.
Imagine some guy hustling down the stairs, wearing 3D sunglasses, with a bag of homemade popcorn.
Buttery hands.
That would be the ultimate. That was all. I mean, if you take my last night and this morning, that was ultimately it. Because there are things in this world that make you cry out. But stick around for hour 2. Some things are right in this world, including Justin Bieber.